more than a TV show. It's a movement to help shine a light on all the people and places that make our community great. But the thread wouldn't exist if it weren't for friends and business owners who believed in that movement. Like my good friend Chris Shreves and Securus' Circle of Advisors, every day they strive to honor God and help people. Now that's what I call threading up.
Securus Circle of Advisors, helping people build and secure their vision of retirement.
All right, I'm out of guesses. Just show me. Show me what you think is the scariest place in St. Louis.
All right, I'll take you to the scariest place in St. Louis, but first, we're gonna go find one of the sweetest people in the city.
Ah, yes, Cathryn. She has devoted her entire life to helping the homeless. Let's go.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you? I'm Cathryn Shaw.
I'm Virginia.
Hi, it's nice to meet you guys.
Tell me what you're up to.
We're down today just passing out coats and windbreakers and sleeping bags and any kind of pallets we can to people who might need them. So what we do is offer relief. What do you need today? And that's the needs that we meet. And very simply, they're gonna ask for, they might need socks, they might show you their shoes and say, I've got a hole in that shoe, I need boots. Their needs are not huge.
How often do you do this?
A couple times a week. You know, sometimes it's coats and sometimes it's food and sometimes it's things for single moms living in poverty.
How'd you get started?
Drove past a couple who were living on an abandoned dock. They were young, they were maybe 18 and 19 years old, and it was storming and they were just covered with flies. And I called my dad and I'm like, could you please take down, you know, something for them? And you know, at that point he kind of said no. He wasn't going to drive 30 miles to meet people he didn't know to, you know, take them stuff he didn't know what they needed. And when I talked to him a couple hours later, he'd come down and set up a tent with them and brought them a down comforter and a weather radio. And that kind of started it. Then, you know, slowly we just kept adding, and by the end of the second year, we were probably serving maybe 150 people.
What gave you that feeling that this was what you were supposed to do?
They just kept calling me back down, and I'd step away when something hard happened, and then a couple months later I'd find myself back down here again. And it just, you know, I started realizing they were a group of people I couldn't walk away from, and that they were also a group of people that I love. I love these people. I love the relationship they have with me. It's just not my relationship with them. They pour into us.
For those people watching that are afraid to come down, or maybe they've got some misconception,
Right.
give them a little bit of a light on what people have really gone through and why they're homeless, and they're not just looking for a handout all the time.
You know, we talk about people growing up in generational poverty, or people growing up with addiction, people not growing up with a dad anywhere near their life, people growing up with abuse that I cannot fathom. I can't fathom the abuse these people have lived through. And then also because of something they've done at a very young age, would have been a smaller breaking the law. They can be in jail for 25 years. And then who are you when you get out of jail? They have to come out and heal from that with not very many resources. So we try to really hook these people up with extended resources that can help them, whether it's medical, whether they need counseling, ways to offer them dignity. We're always about offering these people dignity and hope. Really, when we come into their lives, we don't come in just throwing a coat at them. We really come in saying, we want to be your friend. I want to know your story. I want to know you. And in return, I want you to know me.
What an incredible woman.
I love her. I mean, she just has such a heart to help other people, and she devotes all of her time to do this.
Yeah, I mean, when she first got started, she said, I could see myself doing this in retirement. But once she built a relationship with these people and got to know their story, she had to jump right in.
She couldn't wait. And we've only shown you half of what she does. So when we come back, we're going to show you what else she does, and we have a surprise for her. And by the way, you can help out Cathryn on her mission.
That's right. All you have to do is go to her Facebook page, All Among Us, and she's got a list of things that she needs. You pick them up, take them to her house, and she'll get them to the right people.
So easy. And you're going to want to, and then you're going to get addicted, because I've already got a list of stuff that I'm taking to Cathryn. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to surprise Cathryn after the break.
Yes.
And then we're going to find
the scariest place in St. Louis.
Can't wait to see what this is.
It's all coming your way after the break, right here on The Thread.
This week's Thread Up story is brought to you by Securus Circle of Advisors.